What's poppin', y'all? Man, they're doing Adin Ross like this. I really never thought I'd see the day because Adin Ross was set to go to the YoungBoy show that was in Miami, Florida. This is how I don't even know. They linked up with Academics. So Academics was on Adin Ross's stream. They were at the warehouse, which is closer to downtown Miami than Adin Ross's home, which is north of Miami. And he was with a bunch of different. It was nice to see that cast. Like, they had Annoying TV there, Academics. Annoying was rolling with Academics. Those guys have had so many hip hop conversations over the years. Some really, really funny and entertaining conversations and debates. But YoungBoy, as a fan, like Annoying TV is a huge YoungBoy fan. But also Cuffham, who is Adin Ross's homie, who he's supported for a long time, who now is having his own rise and explosion. Like, he got invited to Mafiathon, or he made it into Mafiathon actually by winning one of those games that Kai Cenat was running, and he put on a stellar performance. And by stellar performance, like, not everybody finds the guy funny, of course, but Kai Cenat liked him. Kai Cenat's audience liked him. He put on a good show. He knows how to read the room. He knows when not to go too far. He knows when to push the boundaries a little bit. But he's a huge YoungBoy fan. That's like his favorite artist. So they were all set to go to the show. Academics is like his 8th YoungBoy show, I think, of this tour. And they show up to the venue. And of course, they come in a Sprinter. Academics gets Annoying TV and his other homie in. And then that leaves Adin Ross and his crew that they need to get into the venue. Well, this is when the problems start happening. So Adin Ross is rolling with around 8 people. And you got to keep in mind, Adin Ross didn't drive into the venue because usually there's a gate. Like, for example, inside the venue, past the gates is where the trucks, the people that are very like close to the team, that's where they're parked. They drive in there. And whatever supplies that they need to unload for every show. All of that, they're not in that section. So they have to try to get in. They're going to get their passes and all of that. So this is an area available to the whole public. It's a very important point. So I'm going to play the first clip right now, and then we're going to start getting into it a little bit.
Back up, guys. Back up.
Y'all got passed? Hold on, Adin got passed. Well, you passed. Everybody got to have a green.
We don't have passes, bro. We good.
We got VIP.
Bro, we good, bro. OG, we good, bro.
Come on,
This is
good.
Adin Ross.
It's Adin Ross, bro.
He gave me the tickets. Alex did.
Give me a second.
Thank you.
Hello, can y'all back? I need to.
So it's important to make note of this. First, I think this is insert name here is the excellent temperature check. I remember years ago, like certain washed up rappers, they would get pulled over. They're like, oh, you don't know who I am? I'm this person. Especially when body cams have embarrassed a lot of people. Pretty much if you get pulled over, you just got to understand that you're on live television. And you got to behave as such. Not only do you have to worry about whatever you might be getting pulled over for, dealing with the police officer, but you also got to deal with your reputation on the back end because that body cam will likely become public, especially if you're somewhat of a public figure. But this is venue security. Keep in mind. What Adin Ross is saying is that Alex got them. Alex is Alex Junior or Junier. I don't want to mispronounce his name, but he's the guy that called out was it the CEO of the center that there was the United Center when they canceled the Chicago show? He's the guy that is managing YoungBoy in some regard, because I think YoungBoy has more than one manager for different things. But that's the security. The guy with the beard is the security for Adin Ross. At this point in time, in the background, you have Adin Ross leeches. We're not even going to talk outside of the people that are with Adin Ross. These guys aren't even fans. There's this one guy just yelling, so irritating, so annoying. It would have been great for someone to just sleep the guy. Just knock him out cold, drag him into like an alley, and leave him there for some homeless dude to have his way with him. I don't mean have his way in like a perverted sense, but just like run his pockets, maybe get some food for lunch, maybe get some food for a new crack pipe, and keep it pushing. But this is venue security that they're dealing with. So there's venue security, there's Adin Ross's security, and then there's YoungBoy's team. YoungBoy is obviously, if you're the artist, you're putting on the show, you don't have to worry about any of this. You don't want to worry about any of this. you just want to, and none of your team want to, thinking about any of this. Artist is just focused on, okay, what do I need right now? Is the artist good? He's got to perform, get back, go on to the next tour date. Venue security is trying to keep everything safe. They don't want anybody in there that's not supposed to be in there, that hasn't been authorized to be in there, because that's their behind. They eventually get Adin a bunch of wristbands. However, it's not quite enough, because I think he needed 8, or he had 8 and he needed 9, or he had 8 people and they only gave him 7. So I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Pull that up either, bro.
Bro.
Nah, Will, I need Will. No, I need.
No, bro, but
Will, I know.
listen.
Nah, Will.
Okay,
Will. Hell no, I need Will, bro.
we'll get it.
Fuck.
Hey, back up off that
Bro, this shit standing out here.
Nah. Yeah, let's just dip, bro. Want to just dip?
Nah, bro. Nah,
No,
bro.
just sit in the
Just
spinner.
enjoy this
Listen,
shit.
just sit in the spinner until we get a
wait till we get
wristband.
clearance?
It's better than being
Yeah,
out here, bro. Holding up the line.
Tell them pull back up.
Yeah, they gonna pull back up.
Okay, we'll get back at the spinner. What? Huh? Juice is not gonna get us in. He's got his own people to get in.
So here he's saying that, dude, he's not going to go in without Will. Will is his security. And this is where fans get a little bit irritated, because they're talking about, like, yo, they've got all these security guards. Like, he doesn't need this because he's not that famous. He had like 1 or 2 security guards. That's all there was. And I don't think people are like, yo, he's not that famous. Like, Adin Ross is still quite famous. But then, unfortunately, an altercation breaks out between venue security and Adin Ross's security. And I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
My man ain't gonna keep telling y'all to move back.
We're about to leave. We're about to leave. We're about to leave. We're about to leave.
Okay.
That's it. We're about to leave. We left it. We left it.
We out, bro. We out.
It ain't no whoop. It's a rap a lot. Ain't no whoop.
I don't want. We go, Will. We go, Will.
Dade County.
We out, bro. We out.
Oh my God. We out. Yeah, we out.
We out.
We out. That's all.
We out.
I want that
Yeah, you all right?
We out. That's all it is.
We out.
I need that man this year.
We out. Let's go. We're out.
Y'all back up from my gate. I don't know who the fuck. Yo, Adin, I need that fade. As a fan, I need the fade. The fade. The one match.
Will, come on. We good.
Shot. Can I get that fade?
We good.
This was the moment where it was just unfortunate, because there's egos at play, but you also got to think, and this is a situation, nobody is at fault here. The venue security, you got to keep in mind, 2 shows have already been canceled. So there was Detroit that was canceled, and there was Chicago that was canceled. Some people believe, well, it was the United Center that canceled the show, but some people believe it was pressure from the police, pressure from lawmakers, pressure from politicians. They don't really know, but they canceled the show, and Detroit canceled the show. They could just cancel the show because police are like, hey, look, listen, we've monitored. We see activity that might happen. There is a potential of danger happening, people getting into it, and for that, you guys just got to cancel, and it's out of their control. So each venue is clearly like tightening up security, and Academics even talked about this, I think, after the second show or the third show, and he said it was difficult for him to get in, and he's locked in with YoungBoy, with his managers, with Birdman, and he's like, yo, he went out. You could see it in his stream in the Newark, New Jersey show when he brought in Vlad. He was even like, yo, I stepped outside for a second, and they had to re-scan me and re-pat me down to make sure I didn't walk in with anything. So venue security is getting pressed. They've got their bosses who are probably like, yo, listen, we cannot have anything happen. You got to do this, this, and this. Never let anybody in under any circumstances if they don't have X, Y, and Z, which in this case would be like every pass. You got to make sure that these exits or these entrances are clear at all times. So these guys, it's self-preservation. They're concerned about their own jobs. But Adin Ross's security, he's concerned about getting Adin Ross in, because you got to think about how stressful of a position this is right now. Adin Ross's security is out there, not like a sitting duck, but everybody knows their location. They've been streaming, waiting to get inside this event for 15 to 18 minutes at this point in time. 15 to 18 minutes in Miami, regular street. That's, for the safety of your client, that's not the greatest, especially for someone as popular as Adin Ross, and you got some other dude just yelling in your ear in the background, hey Adin, hey Adin, hey Adin. Like, oh my God. That's just how I would be losing my mind. But then he feels like he's getting played with because that dude Will, the security guard, he's like, listen, why don't they just let him in? Like, everybody knows who he is. He's streaming. The manager said he's good. What's the issue? And that's the thing. Like, I would be thinking, what's the issue too? And it's just when the shows are this big, this is kind of just what goes on. And nothing can really be done. And Adin Ross was just like, you know what, man? I'm good. I'm just going to dip out. I don't need to be here. I don't want to cause a commotion. And he tweeted out after he left the following: I take full-on accountability, y'all. It's my L. I'm sorry. I asked for all my people. It got approved. We show up, waiting outside, and security got in it with my people. If coming too deep was an issue, I would have 100% respected that. I'm sorry to you guys and to Cuffham. Y'all can be on my behind. And Academics even had a call with them after I think he shut down the stream. And I want to play you guys that clip right now.
The non-residents have their whole situation worked out.
Yo, any way you can swing here? Any way you can swing? Swing back here. I ain't trying to have him dip.
Yeah, I'm coming outside.
Alright, yo. Alright, man. Yo, could you call Cuffham?
I'm spam calling. He not answering no more.
Nigga, I'm having to come back out and give him this shit, bro. Yo, are y'all still right here? I gotta coming back out.
Nah, we left, but listen, before we even left, I didn't know. We got a text saying that they wanted our band, so I think they wanted us out before we even left because they said that beforehand that they wanted all of our bands. I think they got mad at the promotion, and I wasn't trying to be dirty. That's why it's not my band. I'm not trying to be. I don't ever get dirty, bro. You know. So that's it. I felt bad because my security got into it with their security, and they wanted our bands back, and that's kind of why the commotion happened.
Oh. Yeah.
We pulled up TV, but honestly, bro, if I would have known that, obviously I wouldn't have ever done that, you know? So it's on me, bro. I should have, I guess, made sure. They told us we were good, but yeah, it's all good, bro.
Yeah, you always good. You always good here. All right.
I'm not trying to fuck anybody's vibes up or any of that stuff.
Nah, they left. Where y'all at right now?
The driver left too, so they can put the driver.
Probably gonna go home, bro. I'm chill.
All right, bro.
Probably gonna go live later.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So Academics was trying to get them situated, and this was posted by fans of Cuffham who are not, it's not that they're not too fond of Adin, but they want content from Cuffham. They want Cuffham to enjoy the show of his favorite rapper, and they feel like Adin screwed him out of that. But as they're talking on the phone, Adin is even telling Academics, he's like, listen, I would not pull up if I didn't know that I could bring a bunch of people. So what I'm guessing the conversation went like is Adin's talking to whoever is handling things before he even shows up to the event, the day before when he's planning the stream, and he's like, listen, yo, can I bring this many people? Or like, yo, can I bring more than that, than however much that they said? And the person was probably like, yeah, don't trip, you're good. He's like, okay, I'm good. So he brings a bunch of people. I think this was under 10 people. And there's just not enough wristbands to go around. And one thing that I do respect from these guys, none of them are ditching each other. That's so solid. That's so solid of a friend group. Because they could have just sent Cuffham in. And I don't think Academics did anything wrong by, like I don't think he should have left with them. Like he tried his best in this situation. But Cuffham, Adin Ross was even encouraging Cuffham to just go to the show himself. He's like, yo, you just go in, just enjoy it yourself, have a good time. And they didn't want to. They were like, nah. And you had other people like, I think like Schnaggy, the bigger guy. He was saying, yo, I'll just go back to the whip. Like, one of y'all can take my band. Like, I'm not tripping off of this. I could Uber back. And they're just all moving as a unit. They're like, nah, you're not going to do that. We're moving together. We're homies. I really love, it warms my heart to see relationships like that. And this was just an unfortunate situation. Adin took accountability for it, but he even said, and Academics got the call, that there was some commotion going on. Well, the commotion was the issue between the two securities, the two parties. So that's getting back to probably the higher-ups of security that are running the event, and they don't want to deal with that. So if they come back, there's going to be a new issue, and they were just waiting. And I think there is, I don't want to say that there's a slight ego element to it for Adin Ross, because he didn't demonstrate that whatsoever. But if there were, I could understand it, because it's like, yo, I'm here to stream this event. I'm one of the biggest streamers. I got permission. I'm bringing my guys. Can you just let us in? And I'm sitting here waiting for 20 plus minutes outside. It's like kind of like I'm begging to get in. It's like, dude, screw this. He didn't react that way, and I don't think that was what was going through his mind, at least not his conscious mind, maybe subconsciously. But I would completely understand that too. It's like, dog, I'm not sitting out here waiting to get in. Either give the streaming legend, either give the king his crown and let him in, like put the robe on his back, roll out the red carpet, or he's gonna leave. That's just what it is. Nah, I'm joking about that part. I'm really exaggerating about that part. Well, I think this whole situation's unfortunate. I think venue security just had to do their job, because it just takes one, right? It just takes one person bringing in a weapon, one altercation, one thing that could completely ruin everything. So everyone's on 10, and they're on their P's and Q's, and they're trying to make sure, like, listen, we cannot have one individual in this building mess anything up. That's all it takes. One person bring in, the wrong item. One person set it off in there. You get a rampage of people stepping, running over each other. That's all it takes. And then now everybody's screwed. This is going to be the highlight. This is the press surrounding it. So it's tough. But this is the game when you're an artist like YoungBoy, or you're going to a show of an artist like YoungBoy that has the fan base that he does, makes the music that he does, and has the reputation that he does. Like, yeah, this probably isn't happening at a Taylor Swift concert. Although I do think that they would have security just as tight. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. Should Adin Ross have just stayed in the car and then tried to get back in? Or do you think he did the right thing to defuse the situation and just dip out? Like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'm going to see y'all in the next one.